Let me ask you now what the future holds for you and how you see things in the next few years.
Um, I think health-wise, I don't know. I've had a test and things are okay at the moment. I shall continue to be monitored. So that's a big relief. I don't like wake thinking it's going to come back, it's going to come back. I don't. So I'm dealing with that demon quite well, I think. Future, I think I take things slightly differently. I view people slightly differently. Things seem. I'm quite clear. I think I'm in a good place now. Actually, I'm in a very good place now. The future at work is not certain, and that's a big change, and that is a big part of my DNA. And learning to live with that is quite hard. The next year will be very difficult. I've got new things on the horizon. I've just had this great niece. That's a lovely addition to the family. That's some great news. My son is at the beginning of his music career. That's good. For one, I love having my little dog around. I'm just going to pace myself slightly more, and we've always lived, the high life now and again, but I'm not going to go and jump out of an aeroplane. Now I've got over cancer, but I think people do, and I can understand why. I don't know. I just don't know what the future holds. I think that this has been a wake-up call for me on I'm not indispensable. I'm not. And I'm very fragile. And I think I'm going to try to take care of my mental health much more seriously. I've turned a few social engagements down recently, and it's been okay. I don't have to do everything, and learning to just step back has been difficult for me, and not think I have to organise everything. I don't. So learning to be a little bit more, not relaxed, because I don't find it difficult to relax, but just learning to appreciate some things. I mean, I'm very irritated by certain aspects in society, like all these blessed cookery programmes on the television when people are scraping by on a non-living wage. I mean, I just think this is self-indulgence gone mad. I'm irritated with large companies who are not paying tax as the little men are. And my sense of injustice is as big as it ever was. But I can't fight all battles, and I think that's been a big lesson to me. So I think the future, I want to do something with my time more productively. I'd like to, I don't know, I don't think my journey's over. I don't know what I want to do, but I don't want to be ill again. I do not want to, but you can't control that. I don't want to, I just want to live my life and spend it with time with people I like, and I'm not putting up with anybody who is a negative, draining influence on me, and hence a few friends have fallen away. And I now have, I like to spend time with people who are on the same wavelength. I always did, but I think my antennae for sniffing out the, shall we say, I don't know how to say it, those I don't like is easier. I'm more tolerant and yet less tolerant. I'm a lot more tolerant of things, but I'm less tolerant of tiny, petty things, if that makes sense to you. So I'm going forward with a very positive attitude. I've had loads of help to get to this point in my journey, from treatments, therapies, psychologists, psychiatrists, and drugs, and family and friends. And so I think you need to take all the help you can get and not be frightened to take it, and not think you can do it all on your own. I think you have to accept that you can't, and accepting who you are. I'm trying to accept who I am, and I'm trying to think, am I different? Am I the same? I'm probably the same. I don't think I don't think I'm very much different.
And I think that's actually a nice note to end on in a way, because
Yeah.
you've had difficult times since your diagnosis, some of them quite recently. But you've still got a direction in life. You've reprioritized what's important to you, and you can focus on what's meaningful.
Yeah.
And that's important.
I think it's been. I'm quite a bit calmer. I'm a lot calmer. I know, I had blow-ups at work and at home and all the rest of it. I had an outburst last week at work too, and I swearing my head off. But it was the sort of the injustice of this thing. But I'm quite calm. I'm quite. I never thought I'd say it, but I'm in a good place, in my mind.
And that's actually exactly what we want to hear, and I'm so glad you're in that position, having
I really
been
am.
through that difficult time for the last 2 years.
I really am. I'm so. I think centred is a funny word. It's a sort of psychobabble word, isn't it? But I'm quite all right. Contented is a difficult word to get out the mouth and accept, but I'm all right.
So all the best for the future.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, Alex.
keep our fingers crossed that everything remains good and you
Thank
remain
you. Yeah, I've got through. Yeah. Thank you.